Hola, ¿cómo están todos? What's up, everybody? How you guys all doing? It's Josh here, Program Director for Avance Latino. Super excited. We have a new setup. We're going to try something new today. Very excited to share some great stuff that we have prepared for all of you guys. So, si usted está viendo ahorita, ve que mira un poquito diferente, es que estamos haciendo un different layout. El estudio hoy va a tener yo y Junior me está aquí acompañando. Vamos a compartir unas noticias bien importantes. Very important, but please hit the like button, follow us, subscribe, share, comment, like. We are bringing you the best news, all right? Financial news for you.
Yes.
That is valuable, very valuable. Comparta con sus amigos y hazle like, porque la información que vamos a traer es súper, súper importante. So, just a quick announcement before we go into the news.
But
Go ahead.
Did you tell them why we didn't do it together in the same studio?
No, I didn't tell
know
them.
Why?
I don't know. Just like we just wanted to do a different way that we can control it. It's just I don't know. I thought we wanted to test it out. Maybe it might be better. Maybe we'll go back to the other way. But I'm liking this way. I like the dynamic. I like the dynamicity. I don't even know how to say the word.
And if anybody comments, I can post the comments on here. So if you have any questions, comments, or anything you want to say, we can pop it up here on the screen.
Okay, perfect. Si está viendo, pues comenta porque va a salir ahí en la pantalla, and it's very exciting to see the comments. So the first thing I want to start off with is an announcement, which is super, super cool. On TikTok, les compartí la semana pasada que empezamos un TikTok. Yo tengo una y también Avance Latina apenas empecé una la semana pasada. I started TikTok last week. We are at 4.2 million views. We have almost 100,000 followers with one video, guys. One video. Just think about 10, 15 videos. And now myself, I've grown as well. I'm close to 300,000 followers. So, antes de que pasamos a las noticias, let's take some guesses. Comment down below. Where do you think we will be next week in followers? My account and Avance Latino. What do you think, Junior? In 1 week, where we will be? Avance Latino? I'm going to post another video.
I'll be happy if Avance Latino gets to 100 by next week.
Okay,
I'll be happy with that. Because I don't think we've ever reached that on Facebook or Instagram. So if we can get to 100, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah. Okay. I say it's going to be 200,000. Okay,
200
what about
by next week?
Yep.
Oh, wow. All right.
What about and then for mine, I think I'm going to be at 500,000 followers by next week.
Yes,
guaranteed.
When will Avance Latino have more videos on TikTok, Josh?
That's why it's gonna grow, because I'm gonna post another one.
Boss.
I was shocked that one video grew so much. It was just like, wow. I guess I don't have to post a video for the rest of the year. We've never gotten this many views or followers. Yeah. So I'm like, I guess for the next 10 years I don't have to post anything. Nah, I'm just kidding. I gotta post again, and I am gonna post again. So si usted tiene TikTok, o puede seguirme a mí, también Avance Latino, si quieren en español. Todo es igual. We share the same information, personal finance. So I just wanted to give that announcement. If you're watching now or later, Take a guess and let's see who gets it right.
Dorima
So
says 500 for you.
100K for Avance and Joshua 500K. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it.
He has
Definitely, I'll
more
hit.
faith in you than Avance. What the?
We'll
One
see.
day.
We'll see.
We'll get there, though. We'll get there.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah. That's some great information right there. And this, next thing I want to share with you guys is super important. La cosa que quiero compartir con ustedes, bien importante, lo que va a estar pasando mañana. This is gonna be happening tomorrow. This is pretty crazy. It's called the Big Leap. It's with the city of LA. They're gonna open an application for 3,200 people, 3,200 people to apply for $1,000 a month payment for 12 months. It's part of a pilot program for a guaranteed income program, kind of like a universal basic income, but $1,000 a month for 12 months, no strings attached. You can spend it on whatever you want. How does that sound?
That sounds really good. But do you know if this is for only LA or how does this work? City LA or county?
This is for the city of Los Angeles. So you have to live in the city of Los Angeles. You have to be 18 years old. You have to have an income level at or below the federal poverty level. You have to have at least one independent child or be pregnant. So if you're not pregnant yet, get on it. I'm just kidding. And
So
the last one,
pregnant?
yeah, either pregnant or have a dependent. Yeah. So if you don't have dependents, it's time to plan for another child. And have experienced economic hardship because of COVID. So, bien importante, si usted quiere recibir $1,000 al mes por todo un año, este es el programa que va a estar viendo mañana. And the link to this, I'll put it after. It's called bigleap.lacity.org. And it's the application's open up tomorrow. Si quieren saber más información, ahí va a estar. $1,000 al mes por todo un año.
Quick.
Oh, yeah. It's only 3,200 people. So what is that? How much? Let's see, 3,200 people times 1,000. They're going to be giving $3 million a month for a whole year. That's almost $40 million.
Have they done this before anywhere else, or?
They've done this before in other places. I know Andrew Yang has done it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. I mean,
hey, tag someone that you know that fits these qualities, because if they do,
exactly,
that's nice. Yeah. You can't go wrong getting an extra $1,000. That's a car, or that's your rent that can help. Right.
No, yep, definitely. That's a couple of cars, $1,000 a month. But yeah, this is in my opinion, I think they're doing this because with AI, so with a lot of computers and with what's happening with crypto and everything, there's going to be a lot of entry level jobs that are going to be wiped out. So maybe this is a way to provide universal basic income, and maybe this can help people. Use that money to pay for education or pay to get a trade or certificate. That way they don't have to stay stuck in the bottom. They can go up in the ladder. That's what I'm thinking.
Dreamer asked a question: can I put this $1,000 into Shiba Inu?
And you'll become a billionaire if you do that. Yep, you'll be paying out $1,000 a month to 3,200 people. It says right here, official says there will be no restrictions on how the money can be spent. That's interesting, because imagine they force everyone to just invest it.
Yeah, that's kind of a smart move. If you never had either, like we always say, a rainy fund, in 2 months you could already have $3,000, and you have a good enough, like, okay, if something ever happens, I have $3,000, or invest it. That's pretty smart. But I'm pretty sure anybody that's in this low income is like, they need it for groceries, they need it for like childcare, or get a kid a computer, because we know so many people who have like 5 or 6 kids, and they're like, I can't do online Zoom with only one computer, so this can help them get a couple computers.
Oh, yeah. Este dinero, como les dije, va a ser gratis y se puede usar como quieran y le va a ayudar a mucha gente, como Junior dijo. So it's going to help a lot of people. So, and the next thing I wanted to talk about is this is a topic that we've been talking about for a lot. I won't talk too much about it, pero los cheques de estímulo, California anunció que 1 millón de personas van a recibir su cheque mañana, viernes. Van a comenzar a mandar más pagos. So if you haven't received your stimulus check, which I know a lot of people that haven't received it yet. I received it like a month or 2 ago. I don't even remember when.
¿Estás hablando del $600, or which one are you talking
about? The 600. Oh, wow. Yeah. So 1 million people are going to be getting their checks, because not everyone has gotten it. No todos agarraron su cheque de estímulo. So este viernes, mañana, van a estar mandando más pagos. So usted no se preocupa. Ojalá que lo reciban mañana, si no lo ha recibido todavía. So that's just very, very important that we see here. Now, another thing that's going to affect, algo que va a afectar mucha gente, um, in different ways, maybe positively, negatively, etc. Let's look at the what, because today Biden pitched a 1.75 trillion reconciliation bill, which is really originally going to be 3.5 trillion. Now it's 1.75 trillion, which is still, guys, it's trillions of dollars. It's a lot of money. So don't think it's just because it's you see a T, it doesn't look like a lot, but it's more money than you'll ever make in your lifetime and all of your lineage probably. I don't know. It's a lot of money.
A trillion. I feel. Have you ever heard like when someone say, if you stack $1 trillion, how high would it go? I think I
Let's see.
want to say it was said to the moon. I want to say if you stack $1 trillion, it'd go like to the moon. I don't even know if you can stack it in a whole room. $1 trillion.
Damn, that'd be crazy, yeah.
Let me
I'm
Google
try-
that real quick.
yeah, try to Google and see like an image comparison while I talk about it a little bit more. But esta foto que está aquí, this photo here, it shows how they're gonna spend the 1.5 trillion. So 555 billion will go to clean energy and climate investments. So you best know that Tesla, all these electric vehicle companies are about to get a big chunk of that, or any other company that's gonna be working for clean energy. There's 500 half a trillion dollars that's going to go to clean energy. This might push for Congress to pass something where they incentivize people to buy electric vehicles and have huge tax rebates. So that's going to be interesting. 400 billion to child care and preschool. Wow. 200 billion to child tax and earned income tax credit. So basically what that means is the earned income tax credit, they're just going to extend it. So lo que estamos viendo aquí que van a gastar 200 billones para child tax credit. So los que ya tienen child tax credit posiblemente van a recibir más para el año que viene. 150 billones de home care, 150 billones para casas, 130 billion for ACA credits, 90 billion for equity and other investments, 40 billion for higher ed and workforce, and 35 billion for Medicare hearing. Crazy, crazy. And an additional 100 billion to bolster the immigration and border system. Interesting. Now, how is it that they plan to, make money to pay for this bill? Supposedly with this right here, this green chart right here, this is how they plan to pay everything back. So IRS investments to close the tax gap. Now, it's going to be interesting with the IRS investments. They're looking to do a couple of things here that can probably affect lots of different people. There's so much details. Keep in mind, this is 1,000 or more page, bill. This is not 10 pages, not 5 pages, but then they plan to raise $400 billion with that. They want to bring back corporate jobs that came from international. 15% corporate minimum tax on large corporations. So things like companies like Tesla, companies like Amazon, big companies, right? Close Medicare tax
Meta.
loop. Meta. Oh, yeah, not Facebook. We'll talk about that. The AGI surcharge on the top, 0.02%. Limit business losses for the wealthy. Prescription drugs, stock buyback tax. So a bunch of stuff that they're planning to do that supposedly this is going to raise almost $2 trillion that supposedly this will pay off this bill. But, I mean, this is nothing new. The government likes to spend. That is why we are in almost 30 trillion. No, is it 30? No, 30. Yeah, $30 trillion in debt.
Really?
So,
Trillion? 30?
is it
Are we
trillion
like
or billion?
28?
28. Yeah, almost 30. Almost 30. Yeah,
Oh,
like
you scared me. I was
28.
like,
Yeah.
what? When did we pass the...
No. I thought you guys scared by trillion. No. So estamos. El gobierno de Estados Unidos gasta mucho dinero. Estamos endeudados mucho dinero. So, posiblemente van a poder pagar esto todo con lo que están diciendo aquí, pero realmente nunca se hace así. Cuando el gobierno crece, siempre crece. Nunca se queda así igual. So it's very rare to see the government, if they're going to spend this much, they're going to probably keep a lot of these jobs or, these departments of the government open forever. Like taxes wasn't supposed to be a thing. A lot of things wasn't supposed to be a thing, but it's going to stay here forever.
I opened my window
Ooh.
to show the clock. So we're 20. Yeah, we're crossing 29. That's crazy.
29 trillones de dólares endeudados. Crazy, huh? Crazy. It's a lot of money. Y estamos ahorita usando Facebook y YouTube. Y bien interesante lo que estamos viendo aquí, que Facebook anunció hoy que van a cambiar su nombre de Facebook a Meta. Que todavía las aplicaciones van a quedar igual, Instagram, Facebook, pero ya ven una visión diferente de Facebook. Ya lo cambiaron a Meta por el metaverse or meta universe. A
¿Qué
big
es
thing
eso?
here that I was looking into this is they're looking into expand into their virtual reality platform. Because I don't know if you knew, they bought this company. I forget what it was called.
Oculus.
Oculus a couple years ago, probably like 5, 6 years ago. So I'm thinking they're finally gonna implement a lot of the things. Maybe they're gonna have virtual concerts, virtual stuff where it's gonna be like,
They
I
already
don't know.
did. I don't know if you remember
Oh
that. I
yeah,
forgot ASAP Rocky or someone had a virtual concert during
in a
COVID,
game. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it was a big hit. Like it's not nothing new. And you've
True.
seen those pictures of him walking around. Have you seen in this big giant room and everyone has the goggles? Have you
Yeah.
seen that picture like five,
Mhm.
6 years ago? So now he's fully going into it. That's pretty crazy.
That
They
is
changed the
super
sign,
crazy.
the Facebook sign of their building.
Really?
I don't know if you saw it. They removed it, and it's now the Meta. They took off the Facebook.
Ah. Oh, that's interesting. So, what do you think this is gonna mean for everyone that's using Facebook?
Well, like you said, nothing's going to change. But
Yeah.
what I was looking into it a little bit is they want to just, like you said, virtual reality, especially nowadays, especialmente porque todo el mundo ya está trabajando. Pues yo soy unos que trabajo casi completamente en casa, o hay niños que nomás van a la escuela en su celular o en su laptop. So it's like, okay, if we're jumping into this, si estamos brincando en este mundo de online, buying online, working online, learning online, why don't we go into what Web 3.0 is, which is more immersive than right now just looking at our screens? Just imagine if you can history class. That would me for me that would be the coolest thing, to put on VR glasses, jump into, I don't know, Roman times, Greek times, Spartans, or go when, I don't know, the Mayans were playing their old school soccer. That would be really cool to experience. So we're so used to just reading about it or watching pictures, but to be able to jump into this 3D world, I don't know if anybody's done that. I've never been a big fan of 3D, but supposedly it's gotten a lot better.
Hmm. That's, yeah, so eso va a ser súper interesante a ver qué va a pasar con Facebook y Meta y cómo va a afectar. Maybe los servicios, cuando si ustedes van a una iglesia y ven los
Yeah.
servicios en Facebook, virtual reality, it's gonna feel like you're there.
I've been thinking about that because we could hook up those 3D cams in the main camera one on top, and you could
Mm.
basically see the whole entire service. But the only
Mm.
thing about that is you're gonna see all the people that fall asleep on the right side. They're gonna be like,
So-
so you better be careful if you put one of those cameras in this church. That'd be
oh yeah,
hilarious.
that's gonna be
It only
awesome.
costs like $200 to do it.
Sheesh, not that expensive.
Mm-mm.
Interesting, interesting, interesting. Another thing, algo que quiero hablar es, eso es relacionado a las finanzas, tener, una educación financiera, um, a good financial education. This is focused on that because this story here, it's sad, to see stories like this. The Ace family, they're like one of the biggest YouTube vlogging families since the last, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years. They've grown to be very big, but recently they had bought a house, a $10 million mansion, which they foreclosed on. And you think, how do you lose such a big house like that, such an expensive house, when I thought you were making all this money and et cetera, et cetera? Well, the answer is easy. They are spending more than they make. And this is a problem that we see all across the board, whether you're making $1 an hour to this guy's probably making thousands of dollars an hour in his videos and everything, in his family and their merch and everything. Es bien
Sí, pues sí, sí.
impresionante ver esto.
Si tienen una casa de 10 millones, they better be making a couple million a year.
Oh yeah, definitely. ¿Y qué fue la razón? Porque están perdiendo una casa de 10 millones. Pues malas decisiones de negocios, no tener la dirección de personas que ya saben de negocio, pero en vez lo que estaba viendo aquí la historia es que el hombre, Austin, era bien, no creo que dice arrogante, que él siempre quería, él pensaba que él sabe lo que hacer en todo, sabía todo, y él dijo, yo voy a hacer todo lo que a mi manera, y eso fracasó. Muchos negocios que él empezó como 3 o 4 negocios y todos fracasaron, y pues no gastaron su dinero muy bien, gastaron en cosas realmente bien tontas. 200,000 aquí, 50,000 aquí, 20,000 aquí, en ropa, en carros, en lo que sea. Y hemos visto esto tiempo a tiempo, personas que agarran mucho dinero de repente, no saben cómo manejar el dinero, ponerlo en inversiones y lo pierden bien rápido. Así como lo ganaron bien rápido, también lo pierden bien rápido. It's very crazy to see this when you see like athletes, celebrities that gain so much money in such a little time, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, millions of dollars. And just like they want it all, they lose it really fast. Why? Why do you think, Junior, they lose it so fast?
Well, like you were saying, they're making a lot of money, so I feel like money is easy. So they feel like, oh, this is gonna come $1 million is gonna come every year, but it's not guaranteed. And I never really read the title, but it says here that they showed off pricey furniture and renovations before they foreclosed, which is pretty hilarious. Like they're still trying to like show off their wealth, but in reality, because this isn't something you find out 1 day ago or 2 days ago.
No.
This is probably months in the making. So that's pretty funny. It's sad because
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people follow them, listen to them, and they feel like I want to be like them, so I have to spend like them. Their
Mm-hmm.
clothes, their shoes, their bags, even pretty sure even the places they go eat. Oh, I want to go to that restaurant because they're eating there, and that just shows you that even someone that makes millions of dollars can foreclose. It doesn't really matter how much money you make, it matters how much you keep it.
Mm-hmm.
And Alexander nos dejó un comentario, and it's really good that he said that. I wouldn't
Apenas
waste,
vi
I don't know if
eso.
you
Yeah.
saw it. I'm going to put it
Yeah.
back in. It says, estoy empezando a invertir en Bitcoin en mi país, haciendo muy bien. He's going to become a Bitcoin millionaire. I don't know si le pusiste tampoco a Shiba Inu, pero good
Alex.
job. I
Alex
would
de Salvador.
I would definitely not spend the Bitcoin. I would save it for a year, and you'll be like surprised just to see where it's going to be. You got free money, agarraste dinero gratis, so okay, no lo voy a gastar y voy a esperar a ver qué pasa en un año. So good job, save that money or save
Save
that
that
Bitcoin.
money. Save that Bitcoin. And like Dreama said, she asked, she said, why aren't we talking about spending less?
Oh,
Just like the Ace family, the government too. Not a good financial literacy foundation. It's crazy, to think that even our own government, who we give not all our money, but like thousands of dollars a year. If you pay
millions.
taxes, millions. Well, per person, thousands a
Oh,
year
yeah, yes.
over the course of your lifetime, probably $1 million or more. I don't know. It depends how much your income is, but you expect for them to manage it properly. But no, we've seen it time after time. The money is used for things that it's like, why we use it for this? There's better ways to use this money to make a bigger impact. And it's not that we don't want the money to be used. There's a lot of people that need money, need Medicare for all. Why isn't Medicare free? Why isn't blah blah blah? It's crazy how much money
Yeah.
we printed the last 2 years, and it makes you
Have you,
realize like,
you showed me that chart a million times where it
mm-hmm.
just shoots up like the moon, more than Shibu. It just shot up real high.
Yep.
But yeah, like it's hilarious because it's not that they don't have money. It's the same as them. The Ace family is budgeting. It's
Yep.
like you were saying, they're spending things. It's because the same thing. It's not their money, so they feel like throw a couple million here, it doesn't work. A couple million here, it doesn't work.
Couple billion.
Trillion now. We're talking about
We're talking about
1.7
billion.
trillion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You think this one is gonna pass? Because I know they've been talking a lot about the 3, the 2, the 1. Or
I
when's
don't
their
know, man.
deadline that they want to reach this by?
I mean, before that December, because the government, el gobierno, it was gonna shut down. But they did a temporary bill up to December 10th or 2nd, something like that. So I'm pretty sure they're trying to do it before then, because that's gonna probably include, what the budget is for next year and the following. But I don't know, man. It's just el problema que estamos viendo ahorita que imprimimos más dinero estos 2 años que en los últimos 100 años o más, Y cuando alguien imprime tanto dinero a la economía, todavía no la vamos a sentir hasta un año, hasta 2, 3 años después. ¿Y qué vamos a ver? Vamos a ver inflación. Hyperinflation, just like Jack Dorsey said it. That's the stuff we're going to see because we've printed so much money that cars, houses are going to skyrocket. Cars are going to skyrocket. Watches, expensive watches. Our groceries, it's not going to be, $20. It's going to be maybe $50, $60. And and it's not because, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just basic economics. If there's more out there, it's gonna, the value of the dollar is gonna go down.
Yeah, I have that same problem too with my stomach. Every time I eat, it just gets inflated. I don't know.
the the
The
same
same thing.
concept, yeah,
Same thing.
mismo
The more
concepto.
you eat, yeah, they got to go on fasting for at least a
Ya,
month.
lo más que comas, pues vas a ver los efectos. Hasta a veces va a durar unos años hasta que, oh, vas a tener diabetes, vas a tener high blood pressure. Like, oh, yo no sabía, pues para de comer, para de gastar. Ojalá que el gobierno esté viendo. Así es, USA siempre le hace frente a todas las emergencias imprimiendo más dinero. Yup, you couldn't have said it better, Alex. Y eso afecta hasta mucho más a países como El
America.
Salvador, México, África. Pero lo bueno es que El Salvador adoptó Bitcoin. Eso le va a ayudar muchísimo durante
Did
este
you see
tiempo
how
de
much they
inflation.
generated?
Millions, and they just bought the dip again.
I know.
So, yeah, el presidente de El Salvador realmente sí es innovator. He's an innovator. He's different. He's adapting to the future, basically. So, yeah, cuando lo que afecta aquí en los Estados Unidos va a afectar a otras naciones como 5 o 10 veces peor. So, si el dólar va a bajar en valor, imagínate el peso. Un dólar va a ser como 100 pesos, you know? It's gonna be crazy, yeah. Hopefully it's not as bad as we think, but it really is. You can't escape inflation. Así el Bitcoin está siendo una buena opción. Sí, ahora estamos viendo que sí es una buena opción. Sé que muchos son de El Salvador, todavía realmente no han adoptado o han aceptado el concepto de Bitcoin como un currency. Pero poquito a poquito la gente va a estar viendo que los beneficios. They're going to start seeing the beneficiaries. We will become like Z1. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that
Can
is.
you explain? Is that like a chemical or science term? That looks like from the periodic table of elements. I don't know what Z1 is.
Yeah,
Pero,
but most importantly, what I understand is
oh,
it Zimbabwe. Oh, she didn't finish writing.
yeah.
Let me put the comment on the screen so people can see it. This is Darima. Have barrels for money. Isn't also Venezuela like that too? Like, have you seen
Yeah.
those pictures where $1 is like stacks of their money, and it's like pretty crazy. But to me, what I've learned is something that I didn't really understand that much is how important it is to hold assets, cosas que van a subir de valor cuando el dinero baja de valor, como la casa, inversiones en the stock market, in something that actually
Un
holds
negocio.
value, un negocio, algo que el valor va a subir porque el dinero está, they printed out more money. My Spanish isn't the greatest, pero es tan importante eso y antes no lo entendía. Siempre decía, después invierto mi dinero, después invierto mi dinero. Pero si había invertido mi dinero desde que comencé a trabajar, todo esto que pasó, a mí me había ayudado mucho. I would have been like, wow, this is one of the best 2 years of my life. My assets increased drastically.
Ujú. Ya, bien importante saber y también realizar que en la comunidad o la cultura latina no compramos assets. ¿Qué es lo que compramos? Compramos carros nuevos, trocas
Burros.
nuevecitas de 50, $60,000.
Hey, those are
Ropa
nice
de...
trucks.
They're
Those are
nice
nice
trucks.
trucks.
Pero siempre cuando hacemos ahí, dar comida ahí en la iglesia, siempre veo, wow, carros del año de 50, 60, $70,000, pero ingresos
I
de
know. I know.
casi de lo que estamos viendo de pobreza. ¿Y por qué? Porque en la cultura latina siempre queremos enseñar a todo el mundo que tenemos dinero, pero realmente estamos gastándolo todo en cosas que no nos está dando más dinero. En
Yeah.
nuevas trocas, en ropa súper, súper cara de Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Armani, que realmente no hace nada a nosotros, no nos hace pesar menos o nada de eso. So it's just very important to change that mindset. We want to look rich rather than invest for. Yeah, it's a culture thing. It's I want to look rich to everyone else, to the uncles and cousins and everything.
Well,
But
it's perfect what you were saying about the Ace family. You know, they were
yeah,
trying to even as they were foreclosing, they still had to show off. Like, look, I'm rich, even though like, no, you're losing it by next week or whenever they're foreclosing.
that's crazy, man. That's
Not
crazy.
19 million in debt. Wow. So
Yep.
they, you don't know what's going to happen after this?
I mean, they're the Ace family. They still have a long audience. They can honestly rebound, and I wish the best for them. I hope they can rebound and learn from their mistakes, because if they can rebound, learn from mistakes, start investing and teaching their young audience, they literally Mariah, she watches them sometimes, which is
Oh,
Vanessa's
really?
little nephew. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
little niece. Yeah, every little kid watches the Ace family. If they can see
Well,
the
my
Ace
girlfriend
family,
watches it. She's not a little kid.
yeah, everyone watches it. Every girl watches it
Yeah.
because they love the little girls, and it's cute. They
They're
have
a
a little
cute
family.
family.
It's cute. Yeah, if they could rebound and apply what we teach here at Avance Latino, that would be a great testimony, great story. But it's up to
Send them
them.
a DM.
I got it. Let's reach out to them. Let's see if
Yeah,
we can
send
teach
them
them
a
some
DM.
things.
Yeah. It's mostly like they're a perfect example. Is like, look, don't do that. Don't over. And I feel like your generation is a little different than my generation. I feel like your generation is more about like, especially with TikTok nowadays and Instagram, you see it everywhere about finances and this and that. And I have so many friends that are watching your videos that tell me, "Hey, how do you know about all this stuff? Or what is Roth IRA? What is that? Or how do I get invested?" And it's hilarious to be like, someone that's in a younger generation knows more than my generation. And I think
Hmm.
that's the beauty of what the internet did. In my generation,
Hmm.
we had to go to the library, but I don't, when was the last time you went to the library? In high school, did you go
I
to the
don't even
library?
remember. To return books.
Yeah. Like for me, I still like mostly it was only one online source. Everything had to be books. And I feel like our generations is everything online now.
Hmm.
So
In
they get
15 seconds, learn how to become a millionaire.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And you do learn a lot though. I feel
Yeah.
like TikTok is or Instagram Reels or all those stuff where in 15 seconds you get like, huh, and then you do research, which is really
Hmm.
good.
And Dorima said, "Who's the Ace family? I've never heard of them." What year were you born, Dorima?
Yeah,
Remind
that's
yourself
probably
that.
why.
That's probably why.
She's already over there. I don't want to say her age, but she
Yeah,
probably
we
passed
won't
it.
say her age.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more in the younger crowd, especially like the little kids. If you have Jason's nieces and nephews, I'm pretty sure they know who the Ace family is.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Darima's
just
more about like what is that family that everyone talks about? Uh Darima was watching, what are those shows, Darima, that used to watch on novelas?
I have no
She used to watch
Rebelde.
a bunch of novelas all the time.
I don't know. AskJeeves.com. I'll look that up after. But yeah, I don't want to take too much time. I know it's already been 30 minutes, but ojalá que en esta conversación con yo y Junior hablando de las cosas importantes que estamos viendo aquí, es que ustedes aprendieron algo. That's all we want to leave off. Every single week, that you leave off with something important and valuable you can bring out to your family. The Ace family is a family that does YouTube videos. That's, yeah, basic explanation. The Office. Oh, yeah, that's what she watches. But yeah, I don't know if you have any final remarks before we wrap up.
Save that money, save that dinero. More
Save
important,
that
live below
dinero.
your means, and if anything, take advantage of what we said earlier with the $1,000 program. If you know someone, si sabe de alguien que vive in the city, right? Que aplique, que emite los requisitos, que es this that we have on the screen. I'll make it a little bigger. Take a screenshot. And yeah, this is super important. If you're in need or someone that is in need, take advantage of this. You don't want to. It's like the stimulus that I know people that are like, "Oh, I never got it." I'm like, it's free money. Why wouldn't you want to
Hmm.
get it?
There's a lot of people that didn't get it. Yep. So, aplica. Creo que empieza mañana y se termina noviembre 7. So, solo como 10 días que va a estar abierto la aplicación. Millones de personas van a aplicar. Eso que sí. Pero si tienen más información, pues ahí está un número que pueden llamar. Y también las aplicaciones van a abrir mañana, okay? They open up tomorrow. So that's all I want to leave off with you guys. Thank you for watching. It's our tax dollars getting returned to us. If you get approved, then that would be your tax dollars. But if you're at that income level, most likely you're not paying taxes. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you guys. Nos vemos en la próxima. Por favor, comparta, hazle like, hazle share en este video. Y Alex aquí dijo con el 50% de inglés que les entiendo, aprendo mucho. Amen. That's awesome. Thank you for supporting Vanessa, Darima, anyone else that's watching. Thank you guys. Please share and subscribe, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook, and check us out on TikTok, Avance Latino on Instagram. Use hashtags yo, yes. We'll see you guys. Nos vemos para la próxima. Bye bye. Nos vemos. Bye.